Today's Sanjiao bao is vegan, gluten-free and super delicious. It took like 20 minutes to make, and so you're going to absolutely love it. But not only is it really nice as Sanjiao bao, I put it into some rice paper rolls as well and had that for lunch, and oh my gosh, it was so delicious. I've made it before and I know it freezes really well, so I often have some in the freezer, so that when people pop around, I've always got something to serve them. So in the end, you're going to meet my son. He's going to be the official taste tester for this recipe, so stay tuned to see what he thinks of it. So first of all, let's make our meat substitute. I'm using shirataki mushrooms that have been dehydrated. Get these at the supermarket or your Asian store. Then you're going to pop in some water, and I leave mine to sit for about 5 minutes. It doesn't take very long. And once that 5 minutes is up, you're going to want to wring them out and then pop them into your food processor. Now, with your liquid that you've soaked your mushrooms in, make sure that you keep that, because that is really nice stock. So we're going to blend up our mushrooms until it's a minced texture. And then I've added to the blender 1 cup of walnuts. And that just gives it an extra crunch and an extra bit of flavour that really does mimic the minced taste. Okay, let's prep the sauce. So we're going to start with some sweetener. This one is rice syrup, a little bit of miso. This is the star of the show. I put 2 heaping dessert spoonful of plum jam, some Chinese 5 spice. I like a lot of that, probably a heaped teaspoon, and then some gochujang. Again, this is one of those things that you can adjust to taste. I like mine a bit spicy, so I've gone heavy-handed there. Then a little bit of your mushroom liquid. Give it a mix. Don't get too worried about making it smooth, because when you pop this in the pan later, it'll dissolve pretty easily. So I also added some soy sauce to this. I don't think I saw that on camera. This is tapioca starch. That's going to help it to get sticky and thick and gooey and yummy. I'll pop my finger in for a taste. Always make sure you taste your food. The beauty of vegan cooking is you can stick your finger in and it doesn't matter. So I decided it needed a little bit of rice wine vinegar. Not too much, just a little splash. And now we're on to our onions. So you want to slice your onions up fairly small. I didn't do that small enough my first batch, so I went back and had to re-chop those ones. I know I'm not doing the right technique and I'm a bit cringy with this, but bear with me. And then you want a tin of water chestnuts and chop them up also really finely. That's going to give you that bit of crunch and that authentic taste. All the prep's done now. It's time to get cooking. Alright, I don't use oil in my pan, so I'm using a non-stick pan to fry my onions. What I will use though, and you'll see that in a moment, is that mushroom liquid to loosen up the pan when it needs it. So you want to saute your onions for about 4 or 5 minutes until they get a bit of colour on them. It's also really good to just leave them for a while instead of standing there stirring all the time. Let them get a bit brown, let them catch on the bottom a bit, because the liquid will get that off and that will add to your flavour profile and it'll just make everything yummy. So as you can see, they're getting browner, but we need just to get a little bit more brown, I think. So we'll give it another couple of minutes. There we go. That's probably the colour that we're looking for. Now, like I said, I don't use oil in my cooking, but this recipe really does need a little bit of sesame oil to give it that authentic flavour. So I've just put a splash in and it made all the difference to the taste. But of course you can omit that if you're strictly no oil. So in with our mushroom and walnut mix. And again, you want to give it a stir around, but then you want to leave it alone for a bit and let it get that bit of crunch on the bottom. Let me just take a while to tell you about the amazing health benefits of shirataki mushrooms. They're high in B vitamins, but they're also a source of vitamin D. They support the immune system, they fight cancer cells, aids weight loss, improves energy levels, supports cardiovascular health, improves brain function, and reduces inflammation. It's pretty amazing, right? So we're going in with the water chestnuts now. Give that a little bit of a stir around. It's such a quick recipe. We're nearly done now. A bit more of that cooking liquid to loosen up the pan and get things moving. So from start to finish, this recipe took me about 20 minutes. Alright, let's have a bit of a taste test. I think it's then that I realised that I had forgot the garlic and the ginger. So unfortunately I didn't have any ginger on me, but that's okay. Going in with the sauce. Now this sauce will thicken up really quickly and it'll get sticky really quickly because of the sugar content in the jam. So keep an eye on it. You don't want to leave it at this point. There we go, garlic powder I put in because, like I said, I forgot the garlic at the beginning and powder seemed like the best solution at the end. So guys, this is the consistency that you're looking for. It's kind of gooey and sticky and yummy and oh. I let it cool just slightly before I put it onto my lettuce because you don't want to wilt the lettuce. So pop as much on or as little on as you like. These are also really good in a rice paper roll, so that's what I ended up having for lunch. Top it off with some green onions and some sesame seeds. So now they're ready to taste. I'm going to get my son to have a try. He doesn't generally like to eat vegan food, but let's see. If he gives me a nod, I'll know that they're good. He's a man of few words. Oh, there's a nod. He likes it. Okay, so this is my rice paper roll. Smells so good, don't it? So if you've made it all the way to the end, thanks for sticking with me. I enjoyed your company. I hope you'll make it, and I hope you'll drop me some comments below and let me know what you think of it. Also, if you have any questions, more than happy to answer them. So I am really looking forward to explaining more over the course of time about why it is that I am so passionate about food that nourishes your body. I truly believe that food is medicine. I've had a number of chronic conditions in my life and I'm no longer symptomatic. So this is not just about weight loss, although I have lost 20 kilos. I've still got some ways to go and I hope you'll join me so you'll see the pounds drop off. But like I said, it's not just all about weight loss. It's actually about loving yourself. And if you truly love yourself, you're going to want to fuel your body with the absolute best food. So why not hit the subscribe button and take this journey with me?